Hello, this is Dinah Lane from Harwich Channel 18. Here I am again with the lovely people from Chase Library, way out in West Harwich, a jewel of a building and a association. And I have Jacob Greenberg, who is the director of the library. Hi, Jacob.
Hi there.
And
Thanks for having me.
Patti Twarek, who is the president of the board. So nice to see you all again.
Thank you.
You as well. Appreciate it.
So spring is here, and it'll be great to hear about all the things you have planned. I know you have some author talks coming up, first of all. So you want to talk about that, Jacob? I know you have a particular author.
Yeah, we are really thrilled to have Lauren Wolk back, who has spoken here before. She's just a fantastic local author. We had a great reception the last time that she spoke, and she remembers the library very fondly, which is always a nice thing. She's well known for me, for a young adult novel called Wolf Hollow that she wrote a few years back, I think 2017. But just a really gripping story about a young girl growing up on a farm in Maine. And the characters, are ones that really stick with you. And she has, written a sequel to that, which is, for anybody who's read it, very, very exciting. And if you haven't read it, all the more reason to pick it up. She's going to be speaking. We have an event going on at the Seaview. That's Monday, June 20th at 11 a.m. So we're going to be serving a breakfast there. And just very, very excited to have her back, and excited to be doing author talks again. It's been a few months since we did them. And obviously with COVID, we had to, limit them to Zoom, but now we're doing in-person events again. And so that's a very exciting one. We've got another one coming up later in the summer that I'll let Patti tell you all about.
Great. Yeah, Lauren Wolk is a wonderful, wonderful speaker. I have seen her speak before, as well as writer, of course. So that's great. That'll be a great event on the 20th. Thank you.
Sure.
And I will continue that by saying that the information regarding how to reserve your spot for Lauren Wolk will be included in the next newsletter, which will be on our website very soon. You can also check the Facebook page, and then it's a tight time frame right now, and so reservations need to be guaranteed by June 10th. So we have 10 days to make up your mind whether you can fit it in your schedule or not.
Okay, so people should go to your website.
Yes, that's chase-library.com. And there's a way you can contact us directly through the website, or you can use the email chaselibrarywh for West Harwich @gmail.com. And either way, you can RSVP with us. The tickets are $40, and every cent of it goes to benefit the library and keep us afloat, keep the lights on.
And what time of day is it? I'm sorry.
It's 11 a.m. So it's going to be a late,
there's a
late
lunch
breakfast, kind of brunchy.
Yeah. Okay, great. Sounds lovely. Okay,
And
then we'll talk. Excuse me. Go ahead.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I was just going to say, and then we have commitments from two other spectacular authors.
Oh.
We are going to host Barbara Shapiro on August 17th. I listened to her speak last week. Her new book is called Metropolis, and it's absolutely wonderful. I've already started reading that one. And then we have a commitment from Ann Hood to come in October and talk to us about her new novel, Fly Girl, which is a memoir. So we're pretty excited.
Yeah, I just heard her interviewed, I think on CAI actually. So that sounded like a really fun read too. Yeah, she's another wonderful speaker. I don't know Barbara, but Anne is wonderful, and I'm sure Barbara is fabulous too. So that's great. Thank you, Patti. Now you are having some book sales, I understand, Jacob. You're thinking of doing some out on the lawn this summer?
We are, I think it's a great way to welcome people back to the library who may not have been in here for a long time, but it's something that's happened sporadically over the history of the library, but we think it's a great way. We have had so many generous patrons come in just in the last 6 months with fantastic books. I mean, really, some of them are bestsellers, some of them are unusual titles you might not expect to see. And we just want to make sure that people know we have these sales. We always have it in the back room, but we just thought, now that the weather's getting beautiful, we have this lovely lawn out front. Let's
Yeah,
put
you
out a
do.
table and see what happens. So
Mhm.
we're hoping to do that starting in June. And, we're open Tuesdays and Saturdays, and our volunteers are great, and they are very excited to start selling books out on the lawn again.
So it would be on those days, Tuesdays and Saturdays,
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
and in good weather. So people should just look for a table and pull over, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll
Okay.
have a sign out, but yeah, you kind of can't miss us from 28.
Okay. And are you advertising that on your website or in the newsletter? No dates specifically, or are
We
you?
will be. We're hoping to start it very, very soon. As soon as June
Okay.
hits, we're ready to go. Yeah.
Wonderful. And people can still donate books too, right?
Yes, please.
Yes.
We love to get
Okay.
donations. As I said,
Mhm.
we've gotten some really interesting ones
Okay,
in
great.
recent months. So we'd love to put those out and make them available to people.
Excellent. Sounds like a really great summer. Yeah. And then you have the Doan Park event too. Is it just one time, Patty, or you do that more than once?
No, we do that 3 times.
Okay.
We receive the benefit of our book sales during those times.
Hmm.
And the Village Crafters generously donates a portion of their vendor fees to the library as
Mhm.
well.
Mhm.
So it's a really big boost to the library's coffers. The Doan Park book sales are July 14th,
Mhm.
August 4th,
Mhm.
and August 18th.
Okay.
And I'll just make a plea, if there's anyone watching who is a member of a volunteer organization or a Boy Scout troop or something like that.
Hmm.
Our volunteers are getting older. It's really hard to pack up all those,
Hmm.
4 tables worth of books, get them to the library, unload the trucks, get them
Oh,
off.
okay.
So we could use a hand if
That's a
anybody out there needs service credits,
it's a nice opportunity for people who want to help in that way. That's wonderful. Okay,
Yes.
good.
Yeah.
And then your annual meeting is coming up soon, Patty.
Yes,
You wanna
our
talk about
annual
that?
meeting is open to the public. It will be on Tuesday, June 21st,
Mhm.
beginning at 2 o'clock. Won't go any longer than 4. We will be electing our officers. We will be reviewing and approving a budget for 2022, 2023. We
Mhm.
will be discussing and hopefully approving our strategic plan.
Mhm.
And then we will be talking about further events for the library. So
Okay.
those are the really big things that we need to cover
Okay.
at our semi-annual meeting.
And that's at the library?
That is at the library,
Okay.
2 o'clock, June 21st.
Very good. Okay, good. And you're working on a strategic plan. You're putting the finishing touches on a strategic plan, I understand, Jacob. Is that right?
We are. We've been working on it since March, actually. We had a really great facilitator come in and work with the board and myself. His name's Mike Gradone, and came in and really helped us kind of streamline what our goals should be. This library has so much history, and we really want to make sure it has a future too. And we really put a lot of thought into this 5-year plan as to what elements of the library have really worked well and what we want to shore up. And then also just adding some new things, some new programming, bringing kids back to the library. That's a really important element of the strategic plan. And so it's really helped us focus our goals, and also, just sort of appreciate the hard work that's gone into the library, in recent years. So it was a great process. And for people to learn more, again, come to that meeting on Tuesday, June 21st. You'll
Right.
hear all
Okay.
about it. And,
Okay,
and
great.
hopefully that day it'll all be approved.
Excellent. Good. And then the newsletter, Patty, will tell us everything we need to know. Everything you've told us already will remind us about everything, as well as some other things probably too. Is that right?
That is correct. The newsletter goes out. I've tried to streamline it a little, so we focus on the most important things that we want people to know about. And so that goes out at the first, the beginning of every month. So the June one will be coming out this week. If anyone who's watching this would like to receive the newsletter and or event or program announcements directly in their inbox.
Mhm.
I manage about 5 different distribution lists. So you can email the library at chaselibrarywh@gmail.com
Mhm.
and give us your email, and I'm happy to make sure that that stuff drops right into your inbox.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's great. And then local topics, you had something to say about local topics.
Well, our author talks have been so successful, and we want to kind of build on that. As as I mentioned, in our strategic plan, we wanted to talk about what kind of programming we could really enhance the library with.
Mhm.
And so I think there's a lot of local subjects we'd like to explore. One of them is local journalism, and we have
Mhm.
some really great outlets. You mentioned WCAI a little while ago,
Yeah.
also the Cape Cod Chronicle. But this is a tough time for local journalism, and I'd love to have some folks come in and talk to our patrons about the challenges and also the rewards of working on local media. There's also tons and tons of topics we'd love to explore. I mean, just the history of the Cape. History is always a really popular subject here, and I think there's some people with some incredible institutional knowledge that we'd like to bring in. So again, we keep saying it, but check the website, chase-library.com.
Yep.
I do think in the coming months, we're going to have many, many more events coming up than we could mention in this short time.
Yes, I'm sure that's true. And you have all the modern technology to be able to tell people about the history, which is really
Mhm.
kind of cool.
Yeah, absolutely. We had somebody come in just about a month or so ago and talk about the Pendleton disaster and rescue.
Uh-huh.
He brought
Yeah.
a great slideshow. So that's just the type of thing we'd like to do more of.
Yeah, good. Well, thank you so much for sharing all of this information, and we'll look forward to many of these events this summer. Can't wait.
Fantastic. Thank you, Dinah.
Thank you,
You're
Dinah.
welcome. And we'll see you at the Harwich Cultural Council's reception on the 9th, I hope, June 9th.
Yes.
Excellent, excellent.
Yes.
And that's
Very
open to the public as well. So just let us know. Thanks. This is Dinah Lane from Channel 18. Thank you so much.